Hello, everybody. So it's a visit to my online store that I've created on Amazon.in. I'm in the app, and within the app interface, this is the entire collection. For now, I have 34 categories in this store, and the sequence of categories keeps changing as I update the store. If I add an item to any of these categories, that category jumps to the top. That is the way Amazon has arranged it. There's nothing I can do about it. So this order or the sequence of the store will keep changing. Anyhow, the section of the store that I wanted to draw your attention to was this about watches for every day. So the way I described it is watches will never go out of style. These are not just reminders of what time it is, but an important style accessory. Think of them as bracelets and fashion statements that tell you the time, take a call. Yes, smartwatches can do that, and receive instant messages these days. Yes, don't forget to think of them as remarkable pieces of fine engineering that they are. Watches by Maserati, Hugo, Casio, Sunto, Garmin, Titan, Victorinox, Movado, Citizen, Fossil, Diesel, and many others are in this growing collection. Why not start building a collection of watches to go with your mood, day of the week, and attire for the day? Yes, I do think those who are fond of watches would enjoy making a collection. Even if you just have 2 watches, that's a collection. You don't have to have 20 watches, just 2. One analog, one digital, or a watch which has both analog and digital, depending on whatever your preferences are. So, first thing I want to show you is this familiar looking icon you would see in other places also. So if you tap on that, I'm on a mobile device. So if I tap on this, it opens this menu which allows me to share using any of the options that are applicable to my device. So these are apps that are installed on my device, and I could use any of these apps to share the store. And some of these options would be in your device as well, so you could pick any of the options. WhatsApp is a pretty common option, Gmail, pretty common option. Messages, that is SMS, short messaging service, that's a pretty common option. You could copy to clipboard the URL of the store, and you could share it using any means where the link would be shared. So you have all those options. And now going back to the store, for a while I've had Maserati. These watches at the very top are made by Maserati. Yes, that's the company that puts out those good-looking cars. And right after Maserati is another Italian brand, and that is Ferrari. You have to be living under a rock if you don't know about Ferrari, but you know the beautiful sports cars they put out. And these watches are not very expensive. Now, this one by Ferrari is under 10,000. This one, the red one, right beside, to the right of the yellow and black one, that's under 8,000. This is amazing. And of course, then you have more expensive watches, so many brands, and the brands that I've selected, I've organized every collection of watches by brand. Now where we are right now, it's not giving any details. It's just showing the price of the watch. But I remember, I think we are already into Hugo Boss at this point. And as we keep going down, I'm trying to look for the Casio collection. That's, yeah, here we are, in the Casio collection. So these are the G-Shock watches. Casio is a brand that I'm pretty impressed by. They make good watches, good, solid, fashionable watches with an incredibly large collection. So I think young folks, especially, would love the colors and the vividness of the watches. And again, prices are very reasonable. You could buy one of these watches, could easily last you 10, 15 years. I know personally I've used a Casio, and I bought it when I was 17. And now even after 20, more than 20 years, that watch still works just as good as when I bought it. These are some solid watches. Big collection, big collection. Some watches would be more expensive. What are these? The Victorinox, great watches, made in Switzerland. Beautiful watches. Pretty big collection I have here. But I've picked every single watch, depending on rating, brand, looks, aesthetics, taking all that into consideration. I made a pretty big collection, and I would like for you to take a look, enjoy just looking at it, and maybe you would feel impelled to buy one for yourself, buy one for someone you love. You want to give a gift, you want to make someone happy. You could look for one or more wristwatches that you would enjoy keeping for yourself, giving to someone else. Here, these are the Movado watches. Distinct, minimalistic look, beautiful watches. And yes, some of them are expensive, but then you pay for the quality, the exclusive group of people who would be wearing a Movado watch. These are Swiss designer watches. Now we are into the Citizen. Pretty big collection. Some by Invicta. I'd encourage you to take a look. And of course, if you click or tap on any one of these watches, it will take you to that watch on Amazon. I am not clicking on any of these because then it will give away some of my personal details, which I don't want to do. But in your app, you could click on any one of these watches, and you could investigate further about ratings, prices, delivery address, options you have in that watch, etc., etc. So you get the idea. And I'd like for you to visit the entire store. And this is a section I wanted to introduce to you, the watches section, which I've named Watches for Every Day. So these really are watches for every day. And I'd like for you to visit it. And why don't I copy the URL? So here, I've copied the URL. I will upload this video to YouTube, and I will put the URL in the description. So then you could come right over from the video and visit this section of the store. And that is what I want to share with you. And that's that. I'm going to end the video now. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.